Hi everyone, welcome to Water Tanks with Stewie JP. What am I doing up this early? I don't know. Did you get up to get a 780? I'm not going to say I didn't, because I did. But we've got more than that to talk about in today's episode of What's Happening. If you can think of a better name, let me know. Let's light it up. We've got some good news first. Let's light it up. I had the pleasure and the privilege not too long ago to participate in the Game on Cancer charity stream, which went for 12 hours last Saturday, even though I was without power for some of it. The stream went okay. The stream went great. On Thursday, the Wargamers, the Ouija's, raised quite a lot of money, and on the Saturday, the CCs topped it up. And our original goal of a few thousand was up to about 5,000. We raised the goal to about 5,000, but I can proudly let you know that we raised $8,114.99. For Game on Cancer, which is a charity which raises funds for cancer research, which is fantastic, and it's inspired me to do Dry July. You wouldn't believe it. I don't know what I was thinking, but it's a great cause. It's good stuff. Link's going to be down below. Let's move on to more news. The Game on Cancer result, over 8,000. That's pretty good for the ANZ community. I reckon I'm proud of everyone who did it. Thank you everybody who donated. Thanks everyone for participated in the stream. Wargaming for giving up some auction items. Some people got some cool tanks as well, which is pretty cool. Codes, gold, other stuff. It was amazing. Looking forward to the next one. Hopefully we'll make this a regular thing. Speaking of giveaways, the drops is still happening in June. If you don't know how to link your account, you go to your profile on the Wargaming page on the top right-hand side of the website on the Water Tanks Asia, or if you're not playing on Asia, you're playing somewhere else. Top right, click on your name, go down to account management. You can link your Twitch and your in-game account. You watch some streams. There's heaps of them. They're global drops, so it doesn't matter if you're like Aussies or people from NA, EU, RU. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about RU. Who knows what's happening over there this time of the year? But you get drops, and they're the best kind of drops. You can pick your own prize. You go to the garage, you go to the depot. I'll show it in a minute. You go to the depot, and you pick what you want, whether it's premium time, a rental tank, a tank to keep, personal reserves, food, first aid kits. Great stuff. I love it. It's fantastic. We mentioned the 780 not too long ago. I reckon on Asia we're not going to run out. If I'm wrong, you let me know. I've already picked up mine. I wasn't going to, and I was talking with other CCs. I said, I'm not going to get up at 6 o'clock. It's my day off. And of course, bang, 6:01, eyes wide awake. Up I get. Oh, well, I might as well do it now. I picked up 1,600, I think was my number, 1,649, if I remember correctly. Sorry, 1,679. And it's a pretty good-looking tank. It's definitely a bit different. They tell me it sets on fire a lot, so modified config could be the goods. Maybe even the fire extinguisher directive. I don't know. I'm sure there are more people with bigger brains than me. And you can use it. The other thing I liked about this one, you can use whatever currency you like to a limit. There was a limit on fragments. I used the maximum amount of fragments personally, plus 512,000 free experience. I think free experience is probably the best value when it comes to what kind of stuff to use. Gold, if you haven't done it yet, if you've got free experience to convert, don't just spend gold. Convert it to free experience first. That's the pro tip as far as best value for money goes. Personally, I wouldn't spend gold credits or bonds on them. Personally, that's just my point of view, because they're things that you can't just get it like that, whereas free experience and these fragments, I have a lot there. But that's me. Everyone's different. Plenty of people use these fragments to blueprints to research tanks and stuff, and I totally understand that. Someone like me who's been around for a long time has already got all the tanks. I've got no use for these, so I used the most I could of those fragments, and I topped it up with free experience. There was also a winner, Tanks TV. Have you heard about Tanks TV? I did a video not too long ago. Tanks TV got a pretty good buff, and I reckon it looks pretty good. That link's going to be down below. There was a lucky winner, and people won some premium time, so Mahalika emblems, which is the Conan emblems from a couple of years ago now. It was a great promotion, and of course the first winner is our good friend and champion, Mike Ox Long. Be careful how you say his name. He's a legend. Shout out to Mike if you're watching. You're a champion. I love saying it ADU in-game and getting all excited when I see pretty cool in-game names on the Aussie server. Recon is also back, so there's 6 new maps. You can play this on your normal account. You don't need to download a super account or a test account or a common test server, any rubbish like that. And you can check out the new maps. I haven't played it yet, but I'm going to, and I reckon they look nice and colourful. I've watched some streamers playing it, some people loving it, some people not so much loving it, which is always the case when you're playing on a map that you don't really know, right? But you can play, there's missions in game, you can get stuff. And you can also participate in a survey to let Wargaming know. Tell them what you think. It's like being a super tester without being a super tester and without committing. You just play games. You can still get your daily missions in this game mode, unless I'm mistaken, as well as a recon. There's recon missions as well. Level 8 to 10, tier 8 to 10 is where you want to play. And there's a website here, and it shows that's the airfield-ish. Or not airfield, but not the airfield map, but it's another runway there. Looks a little bit, that looks familiar. We saw that one last time. There's a shipyard there, which looks a bit to me like Glacier and maybe a bit of Pilsen over there. Grand Canyon or Canyon, I reckon they look pretty cool. I love seeing changes. I like different maps. I know people have got different opinions. That looks a bit like Paris. But then there's, once you've played enough games, you can give your feedback. And I'm sure they listen, and if they don't listen to your feedback, tell me and I'll let them know. I'll make sure they listen. It's pretty good. Double rewards. You can get battle pass points, all that kind of jazz. Terrific. Now, ANZ Premier League, the LAN Grand Final is happening. This is the first one I'm going to miss, unfortunately, but I'll be doing it tough up in sunny Port Douglas, drinking cocktails out of half-cut coconut shells by the beach under a palm tree. But trust me, I will be suffering inside. Don't worry about that. It's going to be huge. This one's going to be the biggest of them all, I reckon. This is going to be bigger. There's some big names coming. I'm not sure what's under NDA and what's not, but there's some big names going to be there. Jimmy's going to be there. You should be there if you can. If you live in Melbourne, I highly recommend it. It's easy to get there by public transport. I think it's the old museum station, which is now called Central. Short walk. There's trams. The food's great. The staff are absolutely terrific. I've taken the good lady there. It's a great venue, Fortress Melbourne. I've been there a number of times. Just go there for lunch or for dinner. It's a great place. Yes, they sponsor the Premier League. They sponsor the B League as well. It's a great night. They're putting some money on the bar. There's also, you can buy tickets and the money goes to that Cure Cancer drive from the Game on Cancer fundraiser. So that figure of $8,100 plus might even go. Jay Rated and Karath are both going to dye their hair silly colours. And look at the pictures there. Look at the venue. It's fantastic. I've been to all of the finals in the past. The atmosphere is fantastic. The food is tasty. The staff are great. And the players are having a great time as well. I've yet to meet someone who's been and hasn't had a great time. It's always a good day at Fortress Melbourne, and even if it's not happy, they do other cool stuff too. They do video nights, they do movie nights on, I think it's a Thursday. Well worth checking it out, and of course they play games as well. The Cairns Comets from the B League. There's the big news. The Cairns Comets, well deserved. They're one of the original teams from the ANZ B League, the better league, the bigger league. They're going through to the Premier League after I think it was the Bulldogs, which have folded. Which will do more on that another day maybe. But they're straight up into the big league, which is what the B League. This is what I like to see. The B League was always going to be the stepping stone into the Premier League. That was the way it was marketed. That was the way it was. That was the plan when I was involved with the casting of the start of the B League in season 1 and 2. The way to get to the Premier League as an individual player, and now even as a team via the B League into the Premier League, fame and fortune. It's going to be fantastic. I recommend you should go. If you can't go, it'll be streamed on the World of Tanks ANZ channel like normal. Same casters, same people, but better atmosphere. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. On a serious note, the Game on Cancer really inspired me. That fundraiser, and I'm doing Dry July. I've done it before. Gee, that's bright. I've done it before. We're doing Dry July. If you want to get another sneaky tax deduction, this is not financial advice, folks. If you want to get another sneaky tax deduction in, like I did, get a donation in before the end of June, and you'll be able to claim it on your tax. That'd be pretty good to be on board. Again, Dry July, it's more cancer research. It's a good cause. Good for. They support the Glenn McGrath Foundation. They support lots of other different. They've been going for a long time. If you don't know them, I'll link the information down below. They've been around for a long time, and they do a great job. And it's not the first time I've done Dry July, but probably a good idea to get off the beer for a month, right? If you can donate, thank you. If you can't, that's okay. Turn up to the streams, talk about it, and maybe someone else will donate, and it'll be a pretty good thing. Let's have a look at the tank. This is the new tank that everyone's talking about. Everyone got up early for this morning, me included. It looks pretty cool. I'm not going to do a review. There's my number, 1679. If you see me in game, say g'day. They do tell me it sets on fire a lot. Look how cool the front looks. They do tell me it sets on fire a lot. I think I'm going to play around with his equipment. I'm thinking turbo might be a really good option. But it looks good. That's the style. The first 5,000 come with a style. And then the next 10,000 don't. You can put whatever style on you like. I'm not sure. Do you think Asia will run out of tanks? Well, do you think they'll sell out on Asia? The 15,000 up for grabs. 5,000 with the style, individually numbered. When I recorded this at about 9 o'clock, they were in the threes. So I think the ones with styles will certainly sell out, especially when people start waking up. But whether the 15,000 sell out, I'm just not sure. Once again, thanks everyone for watching this video. If you haven't liked and subscribed and gotten on board, please do so. That'd be great. I'd love it. We're also on Twitch. Believe it or not, we're also on Twitch where you can see my interesting gameplay live and exclusive. Hashtag or exclamation mark Dry July in the Twitch chat. We'll give the links for another great fundraiser, which I'm pretty happy to be involved in. On a serious note, my new job as a non-emergency patient transport driver has exposed me to, and I've seen a lot of hospitals, the way they work, the Peter Mac Centre in Melbourne, and we've all got families and friends that have been affected by cancer. It's shit. And so that's why we're doing another fundraiser. It's as simple as that. And that's why I'm putting my money where my mouth is as well. Thanks again for watching, everyone. Like, subscribe, get on board, and kick cancer in the balls. Thanks again for everyone who donated on the Game on Cancer fundraiser. That was fantastic. And I'm doing it again in July. If you want to get a sneaky tax deduction, link's going to be down below for the end of the month. Take care. Happy tanking. Good luck with your 780s. And I'll virtually see you at the ANZ Premier League Grand Final in just over a week. Thanks again for watching. Take care and see you all next time.